Hi, I'm Javier.
And I'm Gretchen.
And this is Good Mornings with Sleep Well. So, our second episode of Season 2. Yay!
Awesome.
Yep. It's been a very busy week this past week. Let's see, yesterday we were in Carlsbad.
Yes.
What'd you think of the weather? 83 degrees.
I'm ready for it. I know that there's been a great winter, and I love snow, but being that we live in a place that doesn't hold snow, just wind and cold, I'm ready for the warm.
I'm
ready.
It's too hot. Too hot already. And what I'm thinking of is we actually have to next week we have to put the banner up on the outside of the building, and it's going to be, I already looked, 87 degrees on Tuesday next week. So it's like, and I mean, sunscreen, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do.
Lots of sunscreen and ice water.
Yep.
You'll get it done.
I don't like cold water.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, anyways.
So, and then speaking about this week, we have a big event on Thursday this week. You want to say something about that? Because I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, if we hadn't I think we did tell everybody.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if we haven't mentioned it before, Javi and I are brewers. We love to brew beer.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some great friends, Bill and Vicky, and they are chasing the dream and opening a brewery very shortly here in Alamogordo. And in the process, they are going to be having a sample beer night expo here tomorrow night by personal invite only. And we're going to have people sampling the beer that he's going to be having in his grand opening and giving him feedback so he can have, the best possible tasting beer possible.
Right.
And also just engaging with the community because it's huge for a small town, I think.
I think it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. But now, when she says personal invite only, if you're watching this video and you're like, hey, I would love to do something like that, message us, because this is going to happen Thursday, Tomorrow.
April 4th.
April 4th, yeah. That
4th.
Isn't today the 4th? No, today's the 3rd. Yeah, so Thursday, April 4th at 6 p.m. here at the store. And if you see the video and you're like, hey, I would really love to be there, just message her or I on Facebook Messenger through the Sleep Well Facebook page. And you're definitely be welcome to come in. It's by invite only, but I mean, definitely we would love to have you here, especially if you are a beer drinker with a very distinguished tongue, which that's her. She has taste buds that can taste any kind of layer of flavor, which I can't. I just go like, hey, this is good beer, this is bad beer.
It's a curse actually.
Yep.
Because I smell everything too, and I'm just like,
Yeah. So the other thing we have coming up next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday, Sleepwell is hosting Fan Club for the Alamogordo Chamber of Commerce, which it's a food and networking event. We give I think it's a 20-minute talk, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I am experimenting on myself. And I know I told you a little bit about this, but I've been researching. And so there's going to be a series of 3 6-digit numbers and also on my run times. And I'm going to memorize the 3 6-digit numbers. And then I'm going to decrease my sleep, or I'm going to have my 8 hours of sleep one night, decrease it to 6 hours for 2 nights, and decrease it to 4 hours for the last night to see how bad the memory comes up and how much my run times increase. And that's to show people how your health is affected by sleep. I think it's a very important experiment for something like this, especially for a company like Sleepwell, that we're trying to teach people the importance of sleep.
Very much so. And one thing to consider, if your partner already lacks a little bit in memory, don't hold that against them.
I don't know who she's talking about. I honestly don't, because I remember about 30% of everything. Yeah. But the word everything was in my sentence, so
yes, exactly.
Yeah. So we're here to talk about the store and what we offer and what we can teach you and everything. So other than that, let's talk pillows.
I love pillows. Mm-hmm. One of my things that I love to share with customers about pillows is it's no longer just fluff. People always ask, why is everything going memory foam? And I'm like, because they're not necessarily just fluff anymore. It's more about purpose. Everything in a memory foam pillow is cut, designed, shaped, loft, size. Everything has a purpose and a reason for the customer's needs. But more so, we call them head beds, because where a mattress will support your back, that continuation does go up onto the pillow.
Right.
So if you consider your pillow a headbed, it's really the finale to having the proper sleep support.
Right. And gone are the days where you can get a $7 cheap pillow and expect to get, over a couple of months of work out of it, because really your posture, your sleep posture is dependent on the good or the quality of the pillow that you choose and the structure of it. I know we have a friend we are friends with the local chiropractor office here in Alamogordo, Precure Chiropractic, by the way. If you go down there, they're amazing.
Yes, they are.
Shameless plug. Anyway, so if you go down there, they're always talking about the importance of having the right pillow for a person's neck. Yeah. And in the morning, that crick you get right here, that's not your bed. That's actually your pillow and or the way you slept. And the proper pillow can alleviate both of those things.
Especially for side sleepers. I think one of the best designs that's come about in a pillow is the side sleeper pillow, which it looks like a rainbow band where there's a hole with the shape of a rainbow that's cut out in the bottom middle part of your pillow, and that's so your shoulder can fit through the pillow. And what that does is it brings the loft of the bottom edge of the pillow down to your collarbone, so you no longer have to raise your arm up like this when you sleep. You no longer have your arm out.
Kill your rotator cuff right here.
Exactly. There's no more numbness, tingling, blood circulation issues in your arm. But more so, it's aligning your spine from the base of your head right here where your spine starts all the way down. So you're getting proper spinal support as well as having that alleviated issue with your shoulder.
And at Sleepwell, we carry 3 different ranges of these pillows. There's a soft, a medium, and a firm, but at the same time, it's the width of the loft. So that way the space between here and here is for different body types or whatever. We do cover that as well. Right. We also, let's not forget to mention cooling pillows, because there's a lot of people that sleep super hot, especially in our area. Carlsbad, like we said, 87 degrees in a couple of nights. So you're already looking at summertime temperatures, and at night it doesn't get much cooler. So a nice cooling pillow, which you want to tell them about the Carbon Cool, because I know that's your baby.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a side sleeper, so it's not a pillow that I could use, but it's a pillow I love to use differently, okay? Carbon Cool has 2 different things to it. It's a full graphite pillow that has what's called omniphase. It's a material that they actually bake on top of the pillow. And what those 2 do together are amazing. The omniphase draws the heat, the graphite dispels the heat. So it regulates the temperature on the pillow between 87 and 92 degrees, which is really, really helpful if you struggle with heat, whether it be hormonal, and both men and women suffer from this, especially if you're athletic. Your hormones process differently. So when you sleep, your muscles are actually burning calories, which keeps your temperature levels up. On top of that, women also have the change in life issues. And honestly, some people are just born where they feel hot all the time when they sleep. He's my heater. I'm a heater. I always sleep cold, so I'm always right up next to him. But for the purposes of finding something that will actually help regulate sleep, it's great. You need to drop your body temperature 2 degrees to stay asleep when you do fall asleep. Right. So this pillow aids in that as well. But what I love to use this for is you turn it vertically and you place it behind you when you're sitting in a chair. Like, it can be in your recliner, it can be on your couch, even in the office. But what that does is it cools off your core. So you can use that, and I like to use it for the customers doing that 5-minute test.
I was just about to tell them that. So when she has a customer in here, and after she's ringing up the sale or doing the financing or whatever, she actually sits them on a chair like so and puts the pillow behind them and lets them lean on it. And this is just to show them the cooling properties of the pillow. And they're amazed. They're sitting there, and it takes normally about 3 minutes for them to notice it. But they're sitting there, and they're just awed by this pillow. And it's just, I'll tell you, she uses it a lot for herself. But when the customers feel it, they're like, "Wow, this is really amazing." But that pillow is just phenomenal. That is only one in the assortment. Let's see, she's covered the shoulder. There's also contour pillows here. A contour pillow is good for either side sleeping or back sleeping. And the contour pillow is the one that has kind of like a wave on it. It's got one big bump and one small bump. And the small bump is for when you're sleeping on your back, and the large bump on it is when you're sleeping on your side to hold your head straight. I personally use that one. It's a wonderful pillow, and the big plus on that one is that it has gel on top of it, which is designed to be slow to heat up, so it actually keeps you at room temperature longer throughout the night. And you'll notice that I said it's designed to keep you cooler for a longer period. It's not like the Carbon Cool in that it keeps you cool all night. It does actually, after a while, it will pick up your body temperature, and unfortunately it will hold it, but it's still like, this is like hours into the morning when things actually cool down, so really who cares? You still sleep through the night. Other things, the scented pillows, you want to talk about the essential oils on that? I really like those.
Those are great. We have 3 fragranced pillows. We have a beautiful lavender pillow, which has like a soft purple color. We also have a chamomile, which is a beautiful soft yellow. And then we have a green, which is peppermint. And 2 of them are for calming, relaxing, which is going to be the lavender and chamomile. And peppermint is more for stress release. Mint is great. Peppermint is great for opening those blood capillaries and stuff, helping with better blood flow. So if you're high stressed, have migraines, headaches, anything of that such, is great.
I love them. they're really, the peppermint is really good. I will tell you that although I haven't slept on those pillows per se, I do have the sample vials in my drawer, and one time I had a migraine coming on, and I sprayed it on my finger, and I just secretly put it right here. And let me tell you, that peppermint, like, really, it calmed down the migraine quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about these oils, just so you know, don't find oils in the store and spray those on your pillows, because these oils are specially made to go on any type of memory foam, so it doesn't disintegrate the product. Okay.
Right. And it can because of the what did
alcohol.
Because of the alcohol in some of these oils. Right.
These are actually essential oils that are made specifically for the pillows. If you do have a favorite fragrance and you do want to use it to sleep, just spray your pillowcase and then put your pillowcase on, and that way you don't have that scented oil stuff going into the actual material of the pillow.
Right. So let me see, what else do we have? We have, of course, we have different companies of pillows that we offer. Oh, of course you want to talk about that one. So I was trying to avoid this one, but it is probably our top seller because of someone's influence on the sales here. The Boomerang Pillow. And gentlemen, I will tell you, just as a husband's disclaimer, this Boomerang Pillow, although it will help your wife sleep, and she will wake up happy, and she will wake up well rested, and everything will flow right, it takes up a lot of space in the bed. So where we all know the gentleman's way of sleeping is on the edge of the bed, prepare to give away 2 more inches of that territory with this pillow. So with that, I bring you my wife.
Okay. That was terrible. Okay, we call it a Boomerang Pillow, but it's actually sold as the L-shaped pillow, which, yes, it's in the shape of a capital L, which you would turn so it looks like the top of a triangle. And what you do with this pillow is, if you're a back sleeper, you sleep directly on it, and it cradles from the back of your head to the back of your shoulders, or you can pull those edges up over your shoulder. And what that does is it gives you full neck support left and right and holds you in place. Another thing
with this illustration here, I'll illustrate how the husbands sleep.
That's not true. It's the same width as a queen size pillow. He's being a drama queen. Anyways, if you're a side sleeper, what you do is you're going to line it up with your stomach, and then it bends back behind your head. Again, it gives you full support front and back, and it gives you an arm placement for your arms. Because as a side sleeper, we all sleep like T-Rexes. We don't know what to do with these hands, okay? And we don't want them up and under the pillow. Yeah, it's a T-Rex syndrome. So what it does is, when you sleep on your side, it gives you something to hold on to, but it's right up next to you, so it doesn't stick out like a bulging body pillow. Now, the third thing is for a tummy sleeper. You would sleep directly on top of it with that point being right under your head area, so that your face kind of goes around the side of the edge.
Right.
That way there's no envelopment of a pillow in your face. So this can be used any of those ways, but I've also found it's great as a loft pillow for between your knees.
Yes.
Which is how I sleep with it mostly. You line it up with your stomach, it bends back behind you, and so it follows the shape of your legs, but the part that sticks out in the back, he actually uses for his knees too, if you're in the spinning position. So it benefits both people. But the thing that I've loved about this is whenever you have to roll over in the middle of the night, most pillows that you place between your knees, you like have to wake up, roll over, resituate the pillow, and go to sleep. This one here, you just take with you. It rolls with you.
She flops over with the pillow in between her knees.
Yeah. So, and it's because it lines up with your stomach and your knees, so it stays in place. So you can just roll with this pillow without having disturbed sleep. And it's also going to be a cooler memory foam pillow for the fact that it has the cooling gel inside of it.
Yep.
So it helps as far as being a memory foam pillow.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage everyone to come have a look at it.
Yes.
And I joke about the whole taking up space on the thing, but isn't it more important to have your significant other rested than it is to, complain about having a little bit less space on the bed? I guess it is, yes. Yeah, from my point of view, it is.
He's so silly. We sleep on a king-size bed. He acts like there's no space. I don't sleep like a starfish. And if he does end up on the edge of the bed, it's just because he's hot and he rolls away and I'm cold and I run towards him. And I don't even realize this. It's just something that happens because he's heat and I'm always cold, so I seek the heat. It's not my fault.
Anyways, and with that, we're going to close out this episode of Good Mornings with Sleepwell. There will be several smaller videos on our Instagram TV explaining the different pillows and everything. She and I have committed to doing a lot of videos instructional, both on our mattresses, pillows, and furniture. So we will be seeing you on our other avenues and sharing other links. Yes, ma'am?
Can I share one more thing?
Oh, yes.
Okay. We also have travel size neck pillows.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. You can use them for yourself when you're traveling, which everyone knows what a neck pillow is. I mean, it looks like a horseshoe, and you can place it behind you or in front of you. But they also have them fragranced. So if you like those fragrances, you can get them in the fragrances as well.
And another husband disclosure is I have the worst road partner on earth in that she falls asleep 30 seconds outside the driveway. Gentlemen, if you suffer with that, please leave a comment in the comments below, and I'll be with you.
He's exaggerating again.
Okay. Anyways, all right. Well, you all have a very nice day. Well, yeah. You guys have a very nice day, and we'll see you next week. And remember, when you sleep well,
You live well.
have a great one.
Bye-bye.